Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Gosh, I am really low energy today. I am just exhausted. I did Halloween Horror Nights last night. It was their last night, November 3rd. And I did Stay and Scream through to 2 a.m. Like, I walked, like, the house, I was walking into the house, Insidious, at, like, 2:05. So it was a very long night. And then, the time change, even though it was like you get the extra hour, it just like throws me a little bit because you wake up and you're like, this feels weird. Why is it so weird right now? Yeah, so you have to forgive me. I'm feeling a little like weird. I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm just stressed. I think my anxiety is manifesting. As I'm sure many of yours is out there for whatever reasons it may be, whether it's whether it's tomorrow's exciting day. I hope everybody has the ability who gets out there and votes. I myself did. I did vote by mail, and then I went and turned in my ballot yesterday. So that went well. I got to cast my vote. I actually feel like I meant to check the status of that, and I should do that, and I can do that because I give them a little sticker, and then they say you can go to this website and it tracks your ballot. We live in crazy times, right? Yeah, so I hope everybody's doing well. I don't know about you, but I have been getting, and I feel like I've said this before, 1 million political text messages, and they are for the party that I am not a registered voter for. And I do believe that they have gotten the context of a relative because they always come with that person's name and not mine. Sweet Jesus, though, let me tell you, I would like us all to band together and start a class action lawsuit, because at this point, I feel like it's like every time my phone buzzes now, I'm just like, oh God, what is it? Like, I wish I maybe had just let them count, but since I set up this live chat even, or just in here, I'm looking at this, just since I left my work I left at 7:30, and I'd already looked at them before that. I have 7 text messages in here. 7. Okay, that's just in the span of an hour and a half, right? This should be illegal. This feels like harassment. It feels like, also, the scariest part for me about all this is like how many people are really being taken advantage of by this sort of thing, that are just like panicked and think that money is the only solution. Baby, the solution to this is to vote. That's the solution, not money. But my God, for not for decency of work, but for I don't I'm not really supposed to talk about politics and everything like that, for work related things, but obviously you all know out there if you know me even a little bit, but that's why I'm just being a little more vague on that. But sweet, my love of God, there's just no way to block it. It's like every number, every time one comes through, it's a different number. And it's just like, why are you doing this to me? What did I do? But again, I hope everybody did get out there and vote, or is going to go and vote tomorrow. And I hope that when you do that, you are, it is your right as an American citizen to be able to do that. Nobody should be stopping you from doing that. So I say good luck to you. I'm sure that it's going to be a little crazy. It always is on these days, right? So just, do what you got to do to make the most of it, I think, and hopefully you feel good after you do it. I do feel like there is this thing that sort of happens. When I did it, I was just like, I feel good, democracy. Like, I don't know, there's this thing, it's just, I don't know if it's the thing, like, because like when you turned 18, you could start doing it, and you're like, I'm doing something that not everybody can do. I don't know. There's just something about it where it's the same almost feeling I get when I put the cart back after the grocery store or like a Target run, and I think, I'm a good person. Like, I don't think I'm a good person, you know what I mean? But it does make me where I'm like, this feels good. I did the right thing today. Oh, shoot. I was going to bring up, some art t-shirt that I bought. Excuse me. Oh my God. I hate when people yawn. I'm so really sorry. Yeah, I think that we should collectively, as a group, come together and really just like come up with a way to stop this, or just do the lawsuit and then we'll all split the money. How about that? Because it is just, I forget how I worded it earlier, but my God, it makes me feel unwell. Trisha, good luck. Trisha is a poll watcher out there. Thank you for that time. Thank you for doing that. I hope it goes well. Yeah, the messages Rizzy said in here, they're like unhinged. They're just like, this is goodbye forever, or blah blah blah. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I wish it was, but I have a feeling I'm gonna get 7 more of these before I go to bed. Also, I went to I just got one. Just got another one. Sorry to text again, but you contribute a little bit more, honey. I've never contributed. You're texting the wrong person. It's crazy. It is crazy times. People deserve to hear their opinions and their voices heard, and I hope that you were all able to do that. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I was in Milwaukee. Not like this weekend, the one that just passed, the one right before Halloween, listen, this area I went in Milwaukee, Bayview area, their Halloween is intense. Like, it was like a scene from The Walking Dead or something. Like the streets filled with children, not just children. It was literally trick-or-treaters from 0 to 100. And honestly, I'm here for the adult trick-or-treaters. If you put a costume on, you come up to me with a bag and you say trick-or-treat, you're getting something. So I was all about that, and I love that. It feels so empowering because it's like, yeah, you deserve this too. You're out here walking. Why are the kids getting it all? You take some too. You want a little light up ring? You want some candy? I got it for you, baby. It was really, really cool. It was a lot of fun. It was like so great to be there with my friend. My best friend lives there, Kim. And it was a lot of fun. It's just one of those things when you're with people you love. It doesn't matter how much time you get with them. It'll never be enough time, And it's a beautiful thing. To be able to have people in our lives that we can say that about. And I'm very appreciative of her and always their hospitality of always having me there, even when it's probably not comfortable for them. But I feel always like so much better when I get back from there. But oh my God, because of my friend, because of her, what do they call it? Because of her condition. Her sleep schedule is weird. Her husband was also in the restaurant industry forever, and he's literally like still in it. So they're like normal bedtime. I mean, he's definitely better than her, but it was like this time I finally perfected it, but they stay up all night. And I was just like, one night I was there. She was like, I think I'm going to go to bed after this. And I was like, I finally did it. I stayed awake longer than you. Granted, it was 4:30 in the morning, and now I'm paying for that still weeks later. But it was like one of those where I was like, ha ha, I won. But yeah, and then obviously coming back and doing all these Halloween activities and like Halloween Horror Nights has not done well for me. I am exhausted. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't yawning until we started this. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm very happy to be able to be doing this tonight, though. So I don't want my low energy to convey a negative. I don't want you to think, "No, I'm dragging my feet about this." I'm happy to do this. This always does. It does. It's very selfish reason for me to be doing this because I feel like it feeds me a little bit. I feel like a Colin Robinson, if you will. I'm a little bit of energy vampiring off of everybody right now. So I love it. I love this. I'm so happy that you're all here. And I hope you had a good Halloween too. I did all 10 houses last night at Halloween Horror Nights, which is crazy. And it was a lot of fun. I am glad that I went. I'm glad that I saw the event like through to the end. It was one of those things where I also ended up going on Saturday night from 10:30 to like 2 as well. And then I ended up there a little bit on Halloween because my tattoo artist, unfortunately, she was in one of those towns where in Florida where the hurricane hit, and she like lost everything. Her house was destroyed and everything, and she was there with her boyfriend, and I was like, you know what? I was like, she had asked me, we had talked about it earlier before about like taking just like some fun photos. So I was like, I got to go do this so I was happy to go and do that. I feel like I got some pretty good photos though too. I was like pretty like good for me. But I love doing that for people. It's just one of those things like friends, and I like to do it like unexpectedly. It's not something I like to plan out. It's not you can pay me. Like it's not. I mean, you can pay me in beer and pizza. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I feel like lately it's like I love a challenge, or I love to kind of just have fun with backgrounds. Like lately, and I regret not doing it early in the season a little bit, but I have a black like photo backdrop. I have a black one and a white one, and I'm not really good using photo backdrops. I really just do them so that when I do or I'd gotten them so that when I do some of that like box lunch collective stuff that I do, or anything like that I could have kind of a clean background, because I live in kind of a small space, and so there's no real just like here's the wall. So and you know how much I love pop culture and fandoms and stuff like that. So it's really like I got those to kind of be able to like cover that up so that it was very like the focus is on the product sort of a thing. What I was doing, what I've done twice now, is I've done like the black backdrop, and I got those like spider webs that are like the strings. They're like, I don't know, like $3 a bag or something like that. I did that, and I like safety pinned it throughout the curtain, and I feel like with some colored lights, it was really giving it like, it was popping off pretty nicely. Actually, you know what? I think I can share a photo with you, because I did a little photo shoot with Kim while I was there. Like her entryway into from her living room into her dining room has some like molding above it, and so she had this like garland that was made of leaves up there with these like little lights, and I was like, well, we could put the curtain up there and maybe do a little bit of the spider webs there. Maybe it'll come out. And I like ordered like these lights that have like 5 different colors if you just like click the button on like Amazon, and I did it like in the middle of the night too. Like it was one of those where I'm like, maybe it'll get here, maybe it won't, I don't know. So I ordered that, and we just like threw it all together, and I'm gonna show you a picture here so you can see it. Me and Kim, look at us go. And I got her like these Dead Coconut Club shirts because I just really like these shirts a lot, but also she and I just love what we do in the shadows so much. You can tell she has her vampire teeth in right now. We just love it so much that I was like, and if you're not familiar with the show, they're in, I think it's the 4th season. Pretty sure it's 4th season. They open a vampire nightclub, and I just love that so much. So I was like, okay, I need to get these vampire nightclub shirts so that we all have them and we can do these fun photos. But yeah, it was fun, and I feel like it's like, I don't know, we're at that point in life. I remember like school picture day or I don't think I think we maybe did it like once, like when I was really little kid, but we went to like a Sears or J.C. Penney and had to get like the nice photos done. I think it was because my mom had missed school picture day or something like that. But we don't really nobody ever really gets like a new good photo of yourself, right? I mean, we're taking pictures like with our phone or whatever thing. So I kind of like this idea of bringing back like this, making sure that you're doing like school picture day. I guess that's what Instagram, was really for. That's why I like Instagram. I mean, I know they want it to be reels and all this other things, but it's kind of like I like photos. I like looking at that aesthetic. I don't want to hear these people, here's the top 5 things you need to do in Orlando. No, that's all right. I mean, there is a place for that, and obviously I admire people that do that and everything like that, but it's exhausting. I kind of wish that was a different platform. I think it's TikTok, but it's one of those things where I'm just like, okay, I hate when people whisper speak, and I hate it when it's in a reel, but it is like lately every other one, and I just don't trust people. Like that's the thing where I'm at now, is that like everybody who does this, sometimes it's not very like, we were invited out. Like say it in the reel. I feel like the people like, walk around it. Like I always say, if it's something where it's not like a review, I'll be like, informational. But if it's a review, I'm obviously giving my opinion. But also, I'm going to be honest with you about it. So like, if I don't like it, I'm not going to talk to you about it. And it's just like plain and simple. It's one of those things. I don't know, but I get it. I'm also one of those people, always looking for the next thing. Always looking for the next thing, like a chip clip. I really regret leaving my water downstairs. I do. What's everybody been up to? I'm just looking through. Hi, Erica is in the chat here. Rainy Halloweens are the worst. Yeah, anxiety coping skills for the next couple of days, for real. I really wanted to do like I have friends who are we're going to have a thing over who are very like, they do the poll watching and they do, they'll do door-to-door canvassing, stuff like that. Very involved, very admirable people. And they're like, well, on election day, they're going to have a thing. And now they're not because they're going to basically be at the polls all day. And I'm like, that's fine. I was really looking forward to it too. So I'm a little bummed out, but it'll be fine. I mean, I'll do what I did in 2020. I will sit here and stare at a television, for way too long and uncomfortably the entire time. And maybe now is the time to crack open that Frankenstein bottle of wine that I have down there. But yeah, just appreciative that we could do this. So I believe this week that there's one of those bars, so there's a couple of bars I always talk about in Orlando that I enjoy. And one of those is the Cocktails and Scream, which is the Halloween themed bar, which I really like about Cocktails and Screams is it's a Halloween bar all year round, but the stuff that happens there sort of will start to cater like seasonally, so it's like horror Christmas stuff and things, but there was always something to do there, especially in the last like year. They have really popped off in terms of like having theme nights and events and things like that. And I really like that because I feel like what it's creating is this like really nice, like it's not just straight up a bar. It feels more like a, I don't know, saloon the right word? That can't be it. Just something a little more like it creates a sense of community, and because I feel like I've started to see like regulars there. I mean, I don't go super often, but I've been like, you can kind of tell, they have like, they know where to go. It's their vibe. They know the drink, thing like that. But this week there's another bar that I've gone to a couple times now, called Hiiiiii, and that is an Alice in Wonderland inspired bar that is just gorgeous, aesthetically beautiful. I also think, and I include Cocktails and Scream in this with Hiiiiii, there are some really good, unique beverages that can be found here. And they are kind of the bar that I sort of hold other places with, where it's not just like, there's a time and a place for an old-fashioned, and you can even have a holiday old-fashioned and be simple, but I did a review for work recently that was about Abracadabar. And so, if you're not familiar, Abracadabar is at it's at Walt Disney World. It is at the Boardwalk, and it is a magic-themed establishment. However, all these drinks, it's just an old-fashioned, but they call it something else. And it's like, it's not even unique. You didn't even do anything to it. It was literally like bourbon bitters and simple. And I'm like, okay, but you weren't like, like just plain simple. I was just like, why didn't, I would have added like maybe glitter to it. I would have added, or edible glitter. I would have added, I don't know, some sort of element that was cool. The ice ball. Maybe there's something we can do with that. I don't know. There's a thing where it's like, I feel like Cocktails and Screams and Hiiiiii take these drinks and really put their spin on them, and they're not all just like overly sweet, sugary drinks. And so I really enjoy them. But what's really cool is Hiiiiii. They did it last year. They did a Christmas overlay, and my God, it's gorgeous. So if you ever get the time, I would look it up. It's high like in T with a T. Because I think the T is kind of supposed to be like the keyhole for Alice in Wonderland. I'm not sure, but it's downtown. It's in downtown Orlando, and it is somewhere where if you're looking for, I'm not saying that you have to be like super dressy, but it just feels classy. I got another text message, another politically motivated text message. So that's due since we've started in less than 20 minutes. So. Excuse me, good Lord. Let me mute this for 1 second. Really regretting leaving that water downstairs. No, but they do this Christmas overlay is happening. I think it starts on Thursday. I'm going. I was invited on Thursday to go check it out again, and they just do. It's like classy. Like it's not like you have to put on a tux or anything like that. But they do kind of they like want you to lean into it, a little more and be like, yeah, have fun. It's your night out. And it's a really cool place. So I'm really looking forward to it this week on Thursday. And I'm hoping to be able to do a video of it because I have a video that I never got around to editing. I haven't had a second that I went and experienced a lot of their stuff in May. And I really enjoyed that. And so I'm looking forward to this thing. So hopefully there'll be some content, that dirty word content on here this week. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading through your comments here. Yeah. You know what I want to do tomorrow? I feel like tomorrow, if you're anxious or anything like me, I feel like tomorrow would be a great time to do something nice for yourself. I also have so much headroom. I put a wider lens on, but it's a prime lens, so it's like I can't zoom in. But what was I saying? Tomorrow, I think it would be important to look after your own mental health, your mental wellness. Do what you need to do that gets you through that day, through that anxiety. I feel like the news and all this stuff. I mean, we're gonna have to watch it obviously because it is an election and stuff, right? But it does sometimes. I mean, it's a 24-hour news cycle. It is constantly hyping us up, overhyping us up. Here's the thing: I need you to take a breath. I do this with myself. And say, if you've already voted, I think you need to just be like, you've done your part. If you feel that's true, there's nothing you can do now. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. And we're going to, it's a wave in the ocean that we haven't seen yet. And we can't rush it until it gets here. So we just have to wait. So do something nice for yourself. Get a bottle of wine. I was thinking maybe I'm in the mood. Like I kind of want, I don't know why, but in my head I'm like visualizing one of those like fresh mozzarella balls, like with a charcuterie board, just so you can graze. Because for me, I stress eat. I'm noticing, and really bad lately. Like I've noticed it. I didn't used to stress eat. I just eat because I like eating, or I eat when I'm hungry and things like that. But lately, it was like I've done it twice now in the last week, where I was just like mindlessly like I need food right this second, and I'm going to eat everything that I can see myself. And I was like, what is happening? And I was like, oh, I know what's happening. I'm developing a new anxiety, a new way to manifest my anxiety. So yeah, it is like, so, I think just like treat yourself to something a little nice. I know we don't all have that in our budgets and things like that. I mean, Lord knows, but I think it's like, if there's like that little thing, like I just said, like I know it's cheesy. See what I did there? But I don't know. The mozzarella ball, it makes me feel so fancy and classy. Do something like that for yourself. You know what I mean? If it's a food item, or if it's a drink, or a bottle of wine, or a non-alcoholic beverage, get some of the fancy soda water. Or go out. Go out and have an app somewhere. I'd like to say like call somebody you care about a lot and just talk to them for a little bit. I think just do something for yourself. I think that's important tomorrow. Let's all take a selfish tomorrow. How about that? I needed a little bit of time today. I needed a little bit of a thing. Can I pop in tomorrow, girl? No, I cannot. I don't even mean that in a rude way. I just don't think I will. I think I'm going to be. I think it, also, you might have missed it, but I'm not really supposed to talk politics on here. Tori, there you go. She's saying playing with her grandkids, doing some fun with them. It's a good idea. Ooh, pimento cheese and crackers. Yeah, Dee, good luck. I know that you're in Texas. It's one of those, I think, especially for people who are in areas where it's a little bit more of a mixed bag. I know Florida, Texas, my friend in the Midwest, that area, and she did vote, so it was good. I just, it's interesting. I don't know. Soothe yourselves, baby. Soothe yourselves. Yeah, so somebody did ask about Festival of the Holidays. I don't know when that starts. I can't remember, but we will be doing that for work for sure. If you're going to tune in tomorrow to anything, please ask me all these questions when I'm with other people too, because I'm not even trying to be mean right now or anything like that. I will forget because my brain is not processing things right now. And Swag Panther, I do hear your question, and the answer is yes. Also, English Teacher, highly recommend that show. I know Trey says he's watching it. Very good. It is done by Jordan Alvarez. Is that his name? No. I feel like he's got... I'm missing one of his names because it's 3 names. My computer opened to the last page I was on. And... I'm not quite sure how to... No, I'm not talking to you. I named all the Alexas in my house different names, and the one next to me here is it's called Computer. Because I like to pretend like I'm on Star Trek up here. Is it Brian Jordan Alvarez? Is that it? It is. Yeah. Brian Jordan Alvarez. He is the writer, director. Well, he directs an episode at least. But he is the... he played Will's husband in the last 2 seasons of Will and Grace. And he's I think he's very funny. I just really like it. So the show is about a gay, yeah, I'm going to stop my sentence right there. He's a gay man, but he is an English teacher in Austin and in the suburbs, and it's just really one of those jobs where you're like, oh my God, kids are intolerable. I think it was really good. And it's one of those where I feel like a lot of people like Abbott Elementary and stuff. It's a completely different feeling from that. But it's only 8 episodes of 30 minutes, and it's pretty funny. This is a really good episode. They're good episodes, but the one I really, really liked is the one with this kid's mom is on it. And the woman who played the mom is phenomenal. I think she should win an Emmy because it's just, she is so good. She's so funny. But there's a real tender moment in it too where I was just like, oh, this is good. I like this. But yeah, I recommend that show. What We Do in the Shadows is back right now, and I know there's an episode on this evening, but I don't have, or I guess I do have cable now because of a thing, and I forget, but I have Hulu, so I just watch it next day, so I'll be watching that tomorrow. That'll be some de-stressing for me. I'm really enjoying it. I'm sad that show is going. I'm so sad about it. I watched some movies I hadn't seen before, so I finally watched, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. That is an awful movie. I don't care what anybody says. It is not good. It is not a good movie. It has a good premise, and I think it would have made for a really, really good Twilight Zone episode. A 40-minute, 44-minute episode max, because there's so much filler in this movie, and it is pretty misogynistic. But it is all, and also kind of vaguely, I don't know, xenophobic the word I'm looking for here or something. The Irish don't seem to be, I don't know, there's a little bit weird stuff with that. But I like the idea of these masks that could, kill this kid. But it's the last scene of the movie, and and I'm like, oh, there's only one scene with this? I don't know. I thought there was going to be more to it. There isn't a ton of that, so I don't know. I'm glad I watched it finally, so I could check mark, but I didn't love it. What else did I watch? I guess that one just stood out because it was just no, honey, I don't like this. Oh, Tori, that's so sweet. Tell your granddaughter I said hi. I want to like Halloween 3. Okay, so here's the thing about Halloween 3. Sorry, Corey, I see you leaving that comment here. Here's the thing about Halloween 3. I think it actually begs to be remade. So they did the modern Halloween movies, like the 2018 and forward ones, which are like the sequels, ignoring the first ones. And I think, again, the premise of these masks that are going to, kill these kids or something like that. I mean, I don't know. At the same time, it's so significant. It is so 80s. One of those where you'd be like, I can't imagine it today, but I think Blumhouse could really get on it and do some sort of a remake. But Monica's in here, she says it was not it. It wasn't. I don't get it. I mean, the masks look cool. And the song, yeah, I get it. The Silver Shamrock song, One More Day Till Halloween. It's an earworm. It's like gets stuck in your head. But it's just like, oh, I don't know. It's just, I felt like it was the Arrested Development joke every time Anne's in the room. Her? Like, that was me when I watch it. This? I know we like watched Trick or Treat. I've seen that before. We watched Hocus Pocus. I'm trying to think. We watched a bunch of Halloween stuff. I cannot remember. Lord, I made a whole list and everything. Sorry, I got a text I was reading at the same time too. This one was not political, so thank God. Yeah. Sorry. It's actually my therapist, who I very much appreciate at all moments of all the day. I'm trying to look for the thing so that I can tell you what I watched, because it's just like it's in one thing. I haven't seen any movie. I feel like I'm feeling it inside of me right now. Where I'm like missing it. I need to go. I need to go to the movies because I didn't see Venom, and I'm sure Venom's terrible. But it's still one of those where I'm like, if I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna watch it in the movies, the movie theater, right? Maybe I deleted the list. I probably did because we watch it. Yeah. Whoops. Oh well. Yeah. Lord, I'm telling you, I'm not ready to move into the next holiday, like Thanksgiving, transitioning into Christmas. As I say, as I'm sitting here in a Halloween t-shirt with the pumpkins behind me, these pumpkins are always behind me. I'm not like, I feel this year where I'm like, okay, I'm like happy. Like I feel like I had 2 great nights of Halloween. I had it with my friend, and then I passed out candy at my friend's house in celebration, which was a lot of fun. It was very nice of them to let me come and do that. And I got Halloween Horror Nights in the bag and all this stuff, and it was very rainy season this year. But I was like, okay, I had a good Halloween season, and now I have told myself, and I'm going to keep repeating it to you because I feel like sometimes I have to just keep repeating it to myself. I want to lean into the Christmas season this year, into the holidays the way I do Halloween, and so I'm trying, but it is still like 90 degrees. And it was like raining a little bit today, and I am so affected by this weather here. I know that seasonal affective disorder is a real thing, but I feel like I get it more here than I did in the north. But yeah, I still have not seen Godzilla -1. I see that on here. I think they're re-releasing that though, and that's why when I read that, I was like, I'm gonna try and wait for that. Awesome, Corey. I'm glad you saw The Substance. Talk about a movie that you will not stop thinking about when you're watching it. You're just like, holy moly. Yeah, see, Rafi says, I saw Venom in a screening, and yes, it's bad, but I came with low expectations. I mean, that's how I kind of am with all of them. I'm not even like that big of a fan. I'm just like, But yeah, oh my God, there was another thing I was going to talk. Sometimes I do take notes and to write them out where I'm like, oh, I got to tell this to the Monday crowd. I feel like I want to make a name for all of you who tune in on Monday. But yeah, the Monday Maniacs. No, I don't like that. I think I am going to redo this. But I just have so many movies and nowhere to put them that's kind of why it gets very cluttered here. And I was thinking about that, and I've got to like reorganize. There's so much to do. I'm feeling very overwhelmed. Surprise, surprise. That should be the name of this YouTube channel. And it is just because there's a lot of clutter right now. But this always, this is the transition, right? This happens at like the holidays, like Christmas or any of that stuff too. Whereas it's like you kind of have both decorations out, or more decorations than you normally have in your house, right? So it's like, why is there so much stuff here? I should say home. I keep saying house, and I'm like, I don't live in a house. So, but I do that. That's the vernacular. And so I'm like, home. But then I'm also like, this isn't really my home, but it is my home. I don't know. That's another thing for my therapist. But anyway, I just feel like there's a million things everywhere, and it's like a million things I have to do, and it is like my brain is just misfiring so much, where it's just like I'm trying to do one thing and another thing, another thing, another thing, and it's just like, dude, focus on one thing, get that picked up. I'm also today I did that thing where I told myself, like I stopped and told myself, and I was like, sometimes it feels like a mountain, and the only way to move that mountain is like one rock at a time, and as overwhelming as that can be, you have to start, right? And that's where it's like, so I did that today. I was like, okay, put some of this Halloween stuff away, even though there's some of it where I'm like, I want to keep it out, you know what I mean? Like, but it's like, put it away and then come back and get what you want out of it afterwards. That's how I was like kind of thinking about it. I also need to do a purge. I'm also so behind on my Patreon stuff, and I feel bad for any of you that are my Patreon supporters. I've just like, literally, I feel like I've neglected you. I mean, I feel it. I have, but I have so much stuff that I have for like giveaways, and I got a pretty big thing. What I feel like is a pretty big thing, a pretty big get. I mean, it was expensive. I want to do a nice end of the year giveaway for Patreon. I think I'm going to do two. I think I'm going to do one for this month in November, which I'll have an update on that and thing, and then I want to do one in December. That's like a big, like, thank you for this. The Ryno Maniacs. That's funny. I'm just looking at what everyone's saying. I'm like, these are funny. Yeah, this is just part of life, I guess. The older you get, the more you're like, there's not enough time in the day. I mean, Trina just said it, and I'm like, that's literally what I've been saying to myself all the time, and I'm just like, ugh. It is the Halloween depression, and it's that like moving into the holidays. This is the hard part for me. Excuse me. This time of year is that I think I talked about it in another live stream, but it's the thing where it's like it's not just the end of the year, because I know we definitely think beginning, end, whatever, but it really is for me because my birthday is January 1st, so it is that, like, it's not just resolutions and all that. It's like a new year, and this year it's not just resolutions and a new year and a birthday. It's a big birthday this year, and so, I'm like, there's like one thing I want to do before my birthday, and I just don't think I'm gonna have time. Like this week just to let you in a little like work related stuff is so Mickey's Not So Scary, or Mickey's Not So Scary, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is on Friday night, the first one, and I wasn't thinking about this when Mickey's Jollywood Nights at Hollywood Studios is on Saturday, and then I am going to there's like a final Halloween thing, like a wrap up thing with a friend on Sunday, and so. And on this thing I said I would go to at High Tea is Thursday night. So starting like Thursday night, and if I want to make a video about the Thursday night experience, so I'd go Thursday night. By the time I get back, it'll be late, and then I'm going to go to bed, and then I'll edit the video. But because then, like Friday morning, obviously I'm going to not do regular work because I have to work all night long. So then Friday, I got to go to the park probably around like 4 or 5. And then I'm there until midnight, and that's when the party ends. So I won't get in my car I won't get back to my place until at least 1:30 at the earliest. That's the earliest I can aim for. I can't realistically think I'm going to edit a video all night. So I'm going to wake up first thing in the morning, edit that video, publish that video, and then hopefully I have enough time to do that and get ready and then go back to Hollywood Studios and do the same thing. 12:30. I mean, it'll be a little easier because it's not Magic Kingdom, which is a nightmare to leave, especially during a party. So that night, but then I'll be doing that all day into Sunday night. And it's one of those where I'm like, I am basically working 24 hours a day for 3 days in a row. And I am not looking forward to that. I will be working 72 hours in a row, I think is what it is. Or no, not 72. Yeah, because Friday, 24, it's 48 technically. Friday to Saturday is 24. Saturday to Sunday is 48. So even if I remove the thing I'm trying to do for myself to have some enjoyment for my own personal life, it's like, whoa, Lord. It's just this time of year. I'm sure a lot of you are feeling, or will start feeling it if you're not already. It's that push where you're just like, baby, it is Thanksgiving before we know it. It is Christmas before we know it. It is Hanukkah before we know it. It is whatever holiday you celebrate. Between now and the end of the year, it's like here. Like, I know it's like, oh, well, it's 45 days away. Baby, that is going to be like that. So it's just sort of that anxiety is making me a little anxious. That anxiety is making me anxious. Is that what I just really said? I just have a lot. Like, I have to travel for work in, oh my God, next week. So if I can finish all that stuff, then go to this party on Sunday night. Then Tuesday, I have to get on an airplane and I'll be gone through Saturday. And then, and then in January, or December, there's another travel thing. That's a big thing. And it's like getting all that ready and then realizing I have to do 2 extra weeks worth of work somewhere in there because I want to be able to have all videos done and made for New Year's, Christmas and New Year's, because obviously I don't want to be here and I don't want to open my computer the entire time I am going to be celebrating this big birthday. I'm doing this birthday is for me. I'm going to go spend it. I'm going to go see my grandparents. And then this is the hardest part about all this. I am going to go home for Christmas, I think. And then my friend wants me to go to a wedding with him in Austin on the 28th. And then I have to be in Milwaukee by the 31st. And then back here. And it's like, and then all of a sudden we'll just be back to work. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of anxiety for this week. And I don't mean it to sound like I'm complaining. I'm very fortunate to be able to have some of this stuff in my life, some of these things, and some of it is just the time of the year. Some of it's the timing of the events. It's just one of those things where it's like, I try not to think about it too much. It's like swimming and thinking about the ocean underneath of you being empty and being like, don't think about that too much. So I am trying to just make sure that I do self-care for myself along the way. And it's important. You got to do that. No one's going to check on that for you, truly, except for you. Because you are the first person that you should be checking in with. Because it's you. It's your body. And so that's why I'm saying, even in relation to tomorrow, it's like, okay, is there something that could help that day be a little bit better for you? That just makes you feel a little more special. Do it. Do it. Spend the $5 more. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you this before I go. There was a Roosevelt's Stranger Things drop. Okay, and you know how much I love Stranger Things. I've got that Demogorgon tattooed on the side of my leg, the head on the side of my leg. I got some of the pieces. I didn't get, but I am debating about getting it. There's a reversible jacket where, like, the one side is, let me see, I think I can just take a screenshot. I know I can share my screen, but I don't want to do that just in case. Not that there's anything on here you can't see, but you never know. I could have, like, where it's like credit card number. Let me see. I think I can just take a screenshot, show it to you, maybe. Let me see. Let me see. They did restock their holiday stuff. If anybody is looking for some good holiday wear, there's like bluey Christmas stuff, which is super cute. And then there's a lot of like Star Wars and Nightmare Before Christmas and Christmas Vacation shirts and things like that that are really good. It's like, oh God, they're just so good. They're so good. There's so many shirt designs. It's so hard. It's so hard to keep up. Sorry. The elf ones? Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me find the jacket so I can show you, and you can tell me not to do it, and then I'll do it anyways. I just thought it was really cool. I love their clothes. This is one of their t-shirts. There's there's a Scoops Ahoy t-shirt that I think is super cute too. That's like a very classic shirt. And so basically they've sold out a lot of the smaller size and the really bigger size. So they have like my size in these things. And I'm like, do I need this t-shirt? It's not black, which is good because, you know, the Corgi's hair sticks to everything. So it's just like, and then there is a reversible jacket. And I'm going to show it to you because on one side it's Hellfire Club. Okay. On the other side, so one side is, hold on, screenshot. And then the other side is like their Hawkins school stuff. So let me share the screenshots with you now. With you now, if you don't mind. So here's the Hawkins part. Yeah. Here's this Hellfire Club part. And here's the Scoops Ahoy t-shirt. That's the back. I just love it. I love Stranger Things so much. But again, this jacket, it's pretty sweet. And it's like, will I be upset if I don't have it? I know it's $87. I know I just went on that trip. Girl, why is everything in life so much money? Also, I live in Florida. I don't need a jacket. But at the same time, you know, if you know me, I love jackets. I love layers. This is why I am meant to live in a colder climate. Ugh. I have a really cool Universal Monsters jacket from them that's like, what I love about it, because obviously went to school for film, it's like a film crew jacket, but then you flip it around and it's Frankenstein on the inside, so. Yeah, it's cool. That is true, John. There is, I know that you can get discount codes from some of the other people. I know that, I think it's only on your first purchase, though. So, John, you are correct, though. I didn't include that in there. My thought process wasn't in there. But I think with the T-shirt and the jacket and like the little bit of a discount, it comes out to like $100 for the two. But I do really like that Scoops Ahoy shirt. And you know what I like about it too is it's a little bit more of like, if you know, you know. I kind of like that stuff. But I did get a really fun. So I think Wednesday is technically considered Stranger Things Day because in the show that's the day that Will went missing. So went missing or was found. I cannot remember which it is. I'm pretty sure it's the day he went missing. But that is Wednesday. So tomorrow I'm going to wear my Hopper shirt, I think, on the show to commemorate the... Oh, thank you, John. I do appreciate that tip, John. I actually didn't know that. I should probably read my emails. I'm bad at that. So, no, but yeah, there's, so technically tomorrow's like the Stranger Things Day. And I was like, so I got a Hopper one that my friend, luckily, he knows everybody who knows everybody. So my friend Ross was able to get somebody to snag my, the New York Comic Con exclusive one. So I got that. That was fun. And then, I got the one that's got like the little Demogorgons on it, and then like another one in the sweatshirt. Because their sweatshirts, these crew neck sweatshirts, I really like them. And the Hawkins one isn't black, which I like too. Because again, the Corgis, it's like I kind of can only wear them when I'm traveling or not around them, or I just am submitting to being covered in fur, which is fine. I can do that. But yeah, it's just one of those sort of like I like. I've been wearing a lot of black because it's been Halloween and also because I feel like it's slimming. But I love my little Corgis. Actually, with that said, I think I'm actually going to go and spend a little bit of time with them. I also need to pick up because I feel like this is a danger zone for Artie right now because it's like an explosion of stuff. And I got a new phone and I've had it for a week and I have yet to sync it to. So I wanted to do that to actually start enjoying the phone I got. But you know what's a bummer? The new iPhones, which I didn't think they would, but their capacity hasn't increased in the last couple of models. Because like mine is a terabyte. This one I have, and the new one I got is only a terabyte too. But that was I think that's the greatest, the farthest up it goes. So I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, because it's one of those things where I know I've got a million pictures. I'm sorry. All right, gang, I'm going to go because I got to do a bunch of stuff before the night is over for me. But I am really happy we did this. I apologize again for my low energy. I do believe, you know, universe willing, that we will be doing one of these next Monday because it's a holiday and I'm going to take Monday off, or hopefully. But I have to travel on Tuesday, so really I have no choice because I have to pack. So I think we can do one of these next Monday. We should be able to do one on the 18th. So I think we should be good to be able to do these for like the normal times we do them this month. So it'll be a little bit better than it's been for the last 2 months. You know, it's just Halloween season. It's my jam, and I'm out there every day on the streets. So just, you know, stay tuned to that. I know if you click the bell, I think it'll notify you because I really have only been giving people like 5 minutes notice. I'd try and get a little bit better about that in the upcoming weeks, and we'll try and be a little more structured. I think I'd like to start posing some questions and get everybody going. You know, have some think sessions and whatever. My head's up my own ass right now, but you're all amazing. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here, and I am serious. Please take care of yourselves tomorrow. Please get out there and vote, whatever it takes for you to be able to do that. Please make that happen. It is important. I don't want you to feel like your vote doesn't matter. It does truly matter. And if anyone has ever made you feel like it doesn't, shame on them. You are awesome. And you deserve to exercise your right as an American and vote. And do that. Please, please, please take care of yourself, though. And like I said, next week I'm going to be asking everybody, what did you do to take care of yourself, okay? And we'll talk a little bit more then. So I hope that the week is kind to all of you. I hope that you are kind to yourselves. I hope that people are kind to you and kindness to others. So, all right. With that, I'm going to go. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.